Good evening, everyone. Before we start, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our instructor, Ma'am Ronaldin Domingo, our technical advisor, Ma'am Jonah Tibay, our panelists, Ma'am Rachel Zabala and Sir George Granados, and our Dean, Ma'am Roni Tilan. Thank you for giving us the time to be part of our pre-oral defense. We are Group 2, and I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Meryl Capillas. The project that we are presenting is entitled DOKTORIST. It is an Android-based medical specialist finder application with appointment setting and patient supervision system. So DOKTORIST is a combination of two words, the doctor and the list. To be identified that the application is intended to be used in the Philippines, we spelled the word doctor in Tagalog form. That's why it is spelled out DOKTOR, so doctor. So these two words were put together. That's why we came up with the title Doctorist.
I'm Sherilyn Ong, and I'm going to discuss about the problem and its background. For the introduction, healthcare is efforts made to maintain or restore physical, mental, or emotional well-being of a person, or simply the maintenance of or improvement of health by physicians or healthcare professionals. Of course, we can deny the fact that it's not easy to get healthcare in our country. In this case, we have identified the common problems we encounter at the clinics or hospitals which we wanted to solve. First is slow transactions at the clinic or hospital. Slow medical service experience. In the traditional process, in order to book an appointment, you have to go straight to the clinic or hospital or call to ask for an available schedule. The process is long and slow, and so is medical service experience. You need to exert an effort just to have an appointment and in order to receive health care. Next, scheduling an appointment has improved, but the task is still time consuming. As I have mentioned earlier, getting an appointment is quite a hassle with the traditional method. Third, long waits at the hospital. In our traditional process also, you have to go on the day of the appointment and wait for a long time to be checked, which is really frustrating. Usually, it takes 1 to 2 hours or longer than that to wait for the doctor to check you. And lastly, healthcare is crucial due to the pandemic. During this time of pandemic, going to the hospitals becomes critical and strict because there are new protocols that are needed to follow, like filling out forms for contact tracing, interview by the nurse if you have any symptoms like cough or cold. If none, you have to sanitize before going in. It's hectic. You are also required to use a face mask and face shield. Unlike before, the process is traditional and normal.
Hello everyone, I am Charis Llamado. Let me discuss some of the objectives of the study. Our main goal is to provide an easy and fast-way solution and to design and develop a system called DOKTORIST that could solve the problem mentioned earlier by Sherilyn. DOKTORIST is an Android-based medical specialist finder application with appointment setting and patient supervision system. It is Android-based, so it means that the application is for Android users only and will not be available for iOS devices. Medical specialist finder, it means you can search various specialists around Mabalacat City only and locate nearby specialists through the use of search bar and Google Maps. Appointment setting, wherein the user can book an appointment online through the use of our application without having to commute and go to the clinic to be included in the clinic's appointment list. To integrate a notification and post check-up supervision for the specialist on a patient's prescription progress. So both users, which is the specialist and the patient, will be notified about the book appointment and so as the prescription progress. Patient supervision system. After checkup, the specialist can decide whether the patient needs to have supervision with regard to his or her prescription to the patient. The specialist can check and monitor if all the medication and instructions from the prescription is strictly followed by the patient. So if the patient did not follow the given medication and specialist So if the patient did not follow the given medication, the specialist can ping the patient through the use of chat interface, which is one of the best features of DOKTORIST application.
Hi, I'm Chini Katakutan. Go, sorry. Hi, I'm Chini Katakutan. I'm going to discuss another objective that we have is to integrate a website or landing page to showcase app features. We also have a promotional web app or website wherein it will display the scope and features of
Kung
of
maingay,
the
Chingay,
application.
nagdi-discuss kami.
So users will get to know about the app and also it has a download button wherein once click. It will direct the users to the Google Play Store where they can download the Doctorist application. The next one is to test the system using test cases because we want to make sure that Doctorist works and will serve its purpose.
Hi, I'm Daniel Tagibaw. I'm going to discuss the background of the study. Finding the right position for disease is very important. Of course, it is important for a person to know what doctor they will approach, especially for people who already know what specialist they are going to. That's why choosing the specialist is a very important decision to make. So in Mabalacat City, there are various specializations which include cardiologists, diabetologists, and ENT to name some. This is the list of Mabalacat City specialists who can use the application with the help of Doctors app. Through our app, we can help both users, which are the patients and medical care providers.
Let's take a look at the scope and limitation. Our goal is to develop a Doctorist app, an Android-based medical specialist finder application with appointment setting and patient supervision system. So from the description itself, we want to provide an online appointment to the nearby specialist that is scanned. So the patients can search specialists nearby and at the same time, they can book for an appointment with the found specialist. In this case, the specialist will have an upcoming appointment with the patient. So the third one is to allow users to have virtual interaction with each other through the chat interface. So the Doctorist app would allow both users, the specialist and the patient, to message each other, especially if the specialist needs to monitor the prescription progress, or if there's further medical instructions for the patient. Fourth is to let the users search medical specialization within Mabalacat City. So in using this app, the patient can search specialists and all search results will be around Mabalacat City only. The fifth scope is to provide a notification system for scheduled appointments and prescriptions progress. So when the appointment is booked, the specialist will see a push notification that he has an appointment with a certain patient. Same goes to the patient. He will be notified that he has an upcoming appointment. So the best thing about this feature is that the system will also notify both parties when it comes to the prescription progress. The sixth is it has a medical specialist verification and profiling. During the specialist registration time, he will undergo a verification process wherein the Doctorist app will require him to provide the PRC ID number and a photo of it to make sure that he is an authentic doctor.
Nawala
The
ata si
clinic
ma'am.
will... Wala siya.
And
Yes, yes, sorry about that.
Okay
Continue,
pa.
please.
Okay. Yeah, so during the specialist registration time, he will undergo a verification process wherein the Doctorist app will require him to provide the PRC ID number and a photo of it to make sure that he is an authentic doctor. The clinic will undergo the same process. The clinic needs to provide a business permit or a photo of it to prove that they are an authentic establishment. So in this case, the admin can either approve or decline the registration depending on the assessment. Then the seventh scope, the mobile app features will be showcased through the promotional web app. So we have a website wherein the features, the scope, and the additional information about the mobile application is displayed. The website has a download button. So when you click it, the user will be directed to Google Play Store where he can download the Doctorist app. One of the limits of our system is that our application can't tell if a doctor is still in the same clinic or hospital. So if the doctor didn't update his profile. And also, the system won't work without the use of the internet.
In this chapter 2, we will show you the related literature and studies that are similar and relevant to our study. Here are the related web-based appointment booking systems that we found online. Figures 1 to 3, which are Booksy, 10 to 8, and Uptoto, are the related systems in our study that are focused in providing online scheduling through web-based systems. Here are the mobile-based appointment booking systems that are related to our study as well. Timify, TimeTap, and Zapier. These are applications used in the business sector wherein Timify allows the user to manage clients, resources, and appointments. TimeTaps, secretaries are the users of this app that focuses on calendars and appointments. Zapier is developed for business bookings and scheduling appointments. Other related apps to our study are the location finder, like Connect and VenueLook. These applications are built to find or locate an alternative nearest venue.
Let's have a look at the conceptual framework. On the figure, we can see the first part of the conceptual framework. So these are the patient problems, patient needs to do, and the related literature and studies. This is the part where we identify the problems of the patient, like slow transaction at the clinic or hospital, slow medical service experience, and etc. These are the problems we mentioned earlier in the introduction part. We gather the data by researching books and articles online. We use related literature and studies. We have also conducted interviews with the medical practitioners in order to come up with a concept. The problems I mentioned are the common concerns we intend to be solved by the study.
After we gathered the fuels or the data we collected and came up with the concept, based on the figure, we now proceed with the second part of the framework, which is design and develop mobile app, design and develop landing page and system web app. This is the phase where we tend to design and develop the software for the study.
The set design and development will undergo the prototyping stage, which is now the third phase of our framework. Of course, in this space, building and rebuilding will occur until the mentioned software is ready for testing, which is our next phase here. Successful testing leads to the achievement of the doctor's app that in turn solves the patient problems and smooths out the patient task that was used as a fuel in this study.
Right, next will be the storyboard. So the login page. This page is where the users can log in. Users will be the patient, specialist, and the clinic. So you will also see the register link here. Once you click it, it will lead you to the register page. The login page has different views and functions depending on what user is logged in. So unverified users, say for the specialist and the clinic, will have a pending status until they are approved by the admin. Successful login showcases four main tabs, which are the dashboard, find specialist page, history page, and the account page.
Next, the dashboard. Okay, from the dashboard, you will see current status of appointments, like if the appointment is active or already done. This is applicable on patient's view, doctor's view, and so as the clinic. You find here the new messages, prescription progress, and list of specialists. Next, registers page. On this page, users may select to register as a patient, specialist, or clinic. After registration, it will lead them to the login page.
Next is the Find Specialist page. This page would let you find a specialist with the help of the search bar and Google Maps. Once found the specialist, user can see specialist details and can proceed with the appointment booking, which can be done on the dashboard. History page shows the user's previous appointment histories and details. This is applicable to all users, which are the patient, specialist, and the clinic.
The last one is the account page. This page shows details and information of the user, though it varies depending what user is logged in. On this page, users can manage their profile. That will be all for the storyboard, and this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Yes, hello. Let's start with your introduction part. Can you go
Yes.
back to your introduction? Yes.
Okay po.
Parang ang naging focus nyo kasi is on the appointment and more on the appointment setting yung naging ano nyo, yung focus sa introduction. Please include also yung ano, yung finding yung specialist, yung nasa background.
Opo.
Nauna kasi introduction, tapos objectives, tapos nag-background kayo. Pasok niyo yung background dun sa introduction.
So after ng introduction, ma'am, ba-background muna kami po.
Oo. Kasi ang naging dating is, ang focus ng study nyo is supposedly finding yung specialist natin. Pero when you talk about sa introduction is about appointment setting.
Okay po.
So, dapat ang focus nyo muna is paghahanap ng specialist and then sa kanya ipapasok yung appointment setting and supervision. So,
Okay.
lagi tayong mag-refer dun sa title natin. Okay? Next is yung objective ninyo. Can you go to your objective? Eto, tanggalin nyo to. Aims to provide an easy and fast way solution. Kasi ang mangyayari niyan, tatanungin ng panelist ninyo, how would the existing systems that we have right now becomes easy and fast? Paano yung comparison niya? Pwede kasing tanungin yon. Paano magiging yung application ninyo would provide easy and fast solution? Ano ba yung sinusolusyonan nyo? So, tatanungin yan. So, kung appointment setting, dapat may point of comparison kayo. For example, sinabi nyo faster o ilang minutes yung dating appointment setting. So, ngayon, with your app, mas mabilis na siya. In
Okay po.
minutes. So, tanggalin nyo siya. Yes.
Okay po, ma'am.
And then, yung nandun sa yung nandun sa document nyo, yun na lang din yung ilagay ninyo. Para siya.
Yung sa objectives po sa docu, ma'am, okay na po kayo doon?
Yes,
Yun na lang po ilagay?
Yung nasa document, wait lang.
Sige po.
Yung nasa document nyo, yung yung design and develop,
Opo.
design and develop. Again, ang focus mo muna is yung specialist finder. Tapos idadagdag mo na lang yung appointment at saka yung supervision part. Kasi 'di ba yung title natin is medical specialist finder.
Opo.
And then, with appointment setting at saka patient supervision. So, basically, yun pa rin yung i-design and develop ninyo si medical specialist finder, tapos with yung appointment setting at supervision system. And then, yung number 4, ano to, instead of bullet, you can just put 4.1, 4.1,
4.1.
4.2, and 4.3.
Yung to integrate po.
Oo, kasi naka-bullet form siya eh.
Okay po, sige.
Oo.
Palitan na lang po.
Tapos, yes, yung objectives yun. Yung CF natin. Conceptual. Wait. Sige, dun muna tayo sa related.
Sorry,
Yung
po.
related app ninyo, yan, yung mga related app ninyo, renovate nyo yung related app. So, ano nangyayari? With yung related app na pinakita nyo, ano siya, it actually help you guys to conceptualize yung mismong app ninyo. So, ibig sabihin, from this particular app, for example, si Teamify, ano yung kinuha yung feature niya na dinagdag nyo dun sa system? For example, dun sa time tap, ano yung particular feature niyan or difference or similarities na nasa system nyo? Kasi pinakita nyo lang naman yung mga mobile-based na appointment booking. So, ano yung similarities ng mga particular app na to dun sa existing or yung dinidevelop yung system? Yan. Para meron na tayong
Ilagay lang siya, ma'am, na nabanggit po dun sa ma'am, sa tawag dito sa presentation ni She, na it provides scheduling through web-based systems. Parang ganun lang po. Brief lang po yung pagkasabi. Ilagay po namin, ma'am.
Ano na lang siya, medyo i-discuss mo pa konti kasi parang in passing lang kasi, diniscuss mo yung app, related app niya, tapos without anong gamit ng mga related app na yan.
Sige po.
So, i-discuss mo konti dun sa app ninyo na yung app ninyo would provide these particular functionalities also.
Okay po. More functionality.
Tapos, yung CF natin.
Okay.
So, ganun pa rin sa dun sa related literature and studies ninyo. Dapat nabibuild pa din. Ano yung binibuild natin? Topic about doctor finder or finding a specialist, locating yung specialist, yung mga clinic nila. Tapos papasok yung appointment system, tapos yung supervision. So lahat yon madidiscuss. So may topic kayo ng specialist finder ng mga app or any related studies na existing na. Tapos yung appointment system na topic also. And then topic dun sa supervising ng patient. Kasi again, ang related literature is you're actually building tawag dito, parang evidences that would support yung study ninyo. Ganon kasi yung related literature. Okay?
Okay po.
Tapos dito sa conceptual framework ninyo, patient problems, patients needs to do. Di ba nag-interview kayo?
Opo, ma'am, sa parang nilagay po namin siya sa related literature and studies.
Nag-ano ba kayo dito? Yung patient's problem, meron bang
Interview po?
Interview or ano rin siya, studies?
Studies lang po siya, ma'am. Pero yung interview po namin, yun po yung sa mga medical practitioner.
Pati yung patient needs to do. Ano yan? Researches?
Research din po, ma'am, sa online.
Okay. So, ang gagawin nyo yan, si patient problems saka patient needs to do, palitan nyo na lang to ng interview. Kasi di ba nag-interview kayo, tapos nag-research kayo ng related literature and studies. So, ganun siya. So, dalawa na lang tong item na to. Interview with specialist or mauna muna yung literature studies and research, tapos interview with specialists. Tapos identify nyo na lang later on kung sino yung specialist na yon. Okay?
Okay.
Tapos, instead na dalawang arrow down, ang gagawin nyo dito, isang box na lang siya. Tapos doon sa loob ng box na yon, ulitin ko ha, from top, yung related literature and studies, going down, isang arrow na lang siya. Pero yung may isang box yon, so itong dalawang ito, si design development ng mobile app, tsaka yung design and development ng landing page, lalagay nyo siya sa malaking box.
Okay po. Para isa na lang.
Oo. Tapos, maglagay kayo ng plus sign. So, yung unang box, tapos yung pangalawang box, plus sign. Yung plus sign nun is integration ng mobile app tsaka ng web page ninyo. That would create now yung prototype. Okay? So, parang iisang araw na lang din yun papunta dun sa prototype natin. Tapos, after ng prototyping nyo, ititest nyo, tapos yung final na application na. Okay?
Final app. Okay po.
Oo. Yan. Tapos, ano kasi yung kasunod nito, yung system?
Yung
Software development?
storyboard po.
Yung storyboard. O, ito i-discuss nyo to, yung software development.
Ito po, ma'am, yung agile development po.
Ano pa naman si Sir G sa sa methodology. Tatanungin niyo yan, i-justify niyo bakit ito yung ginamit niyong methodology.
So okay,
Kasi
include namin
most
to.
probably, ang i-recommend niya, baka Scrum. Pero, you would be utilizing nga si rapid agile development, make sure to justify. Justify niyo lang siya. Okay? Tapos same pa rin siya dun sa requirements planning, yung different stages kasi ito, di ba? Paano yung implementation niya? For example, katulad nito, user design. Yung user design, paano papasok dun sa development ng system ninyo? Anong ginagawa sa user design? Kasi ang nangyari na dito, cycle na siya. So, we refine, sabi dyan, prototype, yung prototype mo, ititest mo, re-refine mo, tapos another prototype. So, pag nakontento ka na dun sa prototype mo, saka ka palang, tama ba, construction, pupunta sa construction and cut over.
Construction. Opo.
Yan. So, i-explain nyo lahat yon. Tapos, saan napasok yung different diagrams? Diagrams na ginawa niya. For example, you have yung DFD, yung ERD,
Ito
tsaka
po.
yung mga storyboard. Yes. So, saan papasok yan dun sa software development methodology na ginamit ninyo? Kasi ang tatanungin sa inyo, di ba, alam niyo yung definition ng different phases ng rapid. Ang kaso, paano nyo in-implement dun sa pag-develop mismo ng system? So, tatanungin din yun ni Sir G. Kasi Sir G, more on system analysis and design. So, yun yung tinuturo niya, pati yung project management. So, marami siyang tatanungin, lalo na dito sa diagrams niyo, particularly yung DFD. So, check niya yan isa-isa. Kaya nga sabi ko, di ba, much better kung isa lang yung context diagram lang yung DFD niyo. Ang kaso, nag-level 0 pa kayo eh.
Opo. Pero tinanggal na po namin yung one, ma'am, kasi may ERD na.
Ha?
Tinanggal na po namin yung DFD level 1, ma'am. Yung tinira na lang po namin yung parang overview na lang po ng flow ng ng system. Yan na lang.
Kasi tatanungin niya yon. So, supposedly may context diagram kayo, tapos, ang tawag dito, after ng context diagram, yung level 0.
Level 0.
Tapos, same pa rin, yung sa use case diagram, wala ata akong use case na nakita.
Meron po. Bago po
So,
namin
if this would
i-insert.
be your use case, explain nyo lang naman siya. Ito rin yung check niya. Ang tatanungin niya dito is who would be your system administrator? Yun yung tinanong ko sa inyo last time, di ba? Kahit kasi sa PingAdoc, tinanong yon, sino yung magiging system or yung administrator ng system? Especially that, di ba, student kayo ngayon. Yes, you would be implementing yung system niyo kasi nga naka-up siya, for example. Pero after that, pag nagkaroon na kayo ng lahat ng mga trabaho, sino nang magmaman ng system? So, ibibigay nyo ba siya sa, for example, sa Mabalacat health unit ng Mabalacat City, yung mga ganon.
Opo. Yung tinanong po kasi namin si Doc Jaylin, ma'am, yung tawag dito, in-interview din po namin before kami nag-conceptualize. Ano po, sabi niya po, meron daw pong Pampanga Medical Society, pero kung Pampanga hindi maano siguro, mas broad yata po siya. Ma'am, hahanap na lang po kami sa City Hall bukas po.
Oo. Tanong nyo din, kasi yun yung tatanungin kung sino yung magiging administrator na ng system ninyo. Kasi di ba meron pa tayong approval ng
Opo.
mga clinics. So, kailangan din nilang i-verify kung totoo bang mga doctor sila. So, sino yung may mga list nun? Katulad ng sabi niyo, yung Pampanga
Medical Society po.
Medical Society. So, most probably, they have the list of yung doctors and clinics na accredited yun ng mismong association nila or ng organization nila. Pero since sabi nyo nga, ang coverage lang is Mabalacat City, more or less maghahanap kayo sa munisipyo niyan kung sino yung pwedeng mag-handle ng system.
Okay po.
Okay?
Okay
So,
po.
get ready dun sa dun sa
DFD.
yung diagrams. Kasi yun yung bubusisiin ni Sir G. Tapos yung business process, very particular kasi siya dun sa business process.
Okay po.
So yung business process na yan, generalized na ba? Or dun lang sa in-interview nyo na clinic, for example. So tatanungin niya, na-establish nyo na ba yung proseso? Katulad nga nung sabi nyo kanina, magre-register muna. Pati si user magre-register.
Yes po, ma'am. Si patient po. Opo.
So kung magre-register siya niyan, ano yung mga requirements? So pag yun yung sinabi niyo kanina, diniscuss niyo yung step-by-step process, dapat ma-establish niyo ng maayos yun. For example, yung sa ID, isang ID lang ba or kailangang dalawang ID?
Okay po.
Oo. Yung mga ganun. Kasi kailangan nga i-verify kung talagang mga doctors ba sila. Hindi sila mga
Isang ano lang po yun, ma'am. Yung ano po, is PRC ID number. I-input niya po niyan sa system. Tsaka yung picture lang po ng ID niya. Para ma-verify po ngayon ni admin kung legit siya. Saka pa lang siya i-approve. Saka pa lang siya lalabas.
Di ba uso na rin yung mga fake na mga IDs natin?
Opo. Kaya
So,
po, may
baka
admin.
maging din yun, a question. Paano nyo now i-check yung PRC na sinubmit is totoo siya in contrast with yung fake na mga identification. So, katulad ng sabi nyo kanina, maganda kung meron ng existing na organization or unit ng Mabalacat City na makikita na nila agad-agad yung, for example, yung list ng mga yung mga pumasa na mga doctors. Yan.
Opo.
O yung sa business permit naman, di ba? Sabi natin, yung clinic is nakakuha na or meron na silang mga business permit.
Opo.
So, pwede na siya agad-agad ma-check to up. Yan. So, try nyong i-check
Sa City Hall na lang
paano
po.
yung gagawin. Oo.
Opo.
Sa pag-verify ng mga specialist natin at yung mga clinics. Yan. Okay?
Okay po.
So, again, very particular kasi Sir G sa business process or yung process ng system ninyo. Yan.
Opo.
Tapos, dalawa pa kasi sila ni Ma'am Richel. So,
Ano
actually,
po si Ma'am Rachel, ma'am?
medyo worried kasi ako. Worried ako kasi si Sir G, matanong siya pertaining sa business process tsaka dun sa mga diagram ninyo.
My God!
Si Ma'am Richel naman kasi, baka kasi umuo na lang siya ng umuo kay Sir G. So, yun yung magiging problem natin. Kasi tatlo lang yung panelist natin, di ba? So, yung si Ma'am Romy, decision, ang kaso yung dalawa, nagsama ng desisyon, matatalo si Ma'am Romy niyan. So,
Ma'am, nandyan ka naman support mo kami.
Support ko kayo, yes, given yun, kasi advisor tsaka teacher, pero yun nga, decision pa rin ng panel. Basta ipakita nyo na lang na nag-research kayo at tsaka alam yung proseso ng application tsaka ng webpage ninyo. Okay, kasi yung critical as of now. Yan. Okay?
Okay po. Sige, ma'am.
Okay. O sige, good luck, good luck.
Ma'am, thank you po.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Sige.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
po.
Sige.
Good night.
Good
O
night
sige,
po.
good night. Yes, yes.
Say tayo.
Alright.